This is our first mentorship call. So I really want you all to get accustomed to the Padlet. It will be attached to the daily or weekly meeting agenda so that you will know what we're talking about. You will have time to reflect over your week. You will have time to kind of get your thoughts in alignment as to what we're working on for that week. So let's take a look and just look for that. I'll try to get this Padlet up at the least by 6 a.m. Central Standard Time on the day of our mentorship call. So let's take a look at some of what's being said here. One of the beautiful things about Padlet, it allows you to do video response. It allows you to do pictorial response. It allows you to also put in GIFs and anything that you want to make it more exciting and vibrant, change colors, and you can be anonymous as well. So that's the great thing about it. So how did the first assignment of the 16K challenge make you feel? Someone said, oh, I will be using this with all of my teams. Love this. Thank you, Sonia. Yes. Hey, that's what it's about, you all. It's really, truly about people knowing different ways to make their programs more interactive and really help individuals to get engaged with going to that next level. That's what I want to hear. So one individual said, anonymous, excited and nervous at the same time, empowered, a great way to start this challenge. This assignment was exciting because I was talking to myself, but in the future, I felt inspired and so grateful. Anxious, elated, eager, hungry, sleepless. I know that feeling. It's like when you're hungry for it, you know, my goodness. Anonymous said, I definitely would like to do it. I need all my systems in place. I believe I can do it with the knowledge. I'm persistent and consistent. Honestly, all new to me, but definitely interested in challenging myself. That's great to hear. So do you believe that it's possible? I'm believing in keeping the faith. Jessica said, anything is possible when you begin to focus on why you can instead of all the reasons why you can't. I like that. Yes, all things are possible, especially with Sonia at the helm. Okay, we got this. And I give no glory to me, but all glory to the Most High, to God. So I have to tell you that. Felicia said, yes, because if I believe in my mind, my heart, and my feelings, I know I can change my future and my present. Anything is possible with the right mind. Yes, I do. If you have a mindset first and getting everything connected, it can be done. It definitely is. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I believe anything is possible with consistency, mindset, not giving up and looking forward. Oh, wow, that's amazing. What is the one thing that you think can hold you back from earning 16K in 90 days? Someone said life. It feels overwhelming at times. Time management, in between my other businesses, but I got this. Yes, I love that mindset. The thing that could hold me back is fear and not believing in myself. That's why we have so much mindset inside of this program. That is a huge part of it. Nothing, just need to learn about the system, navigate it, and be able to gather the resources. Let's go. We're doing that over here. Need to be consistent in learning daily and applying skills. If I don't have all the systems in place, I won't be able to do it. I understand what you're saying. We're going to have that system IO by Wednesday. I got you. Thanks. I definitely needed this. Thank you. There's a calendar right here. I want to get into that in a moment, but I want to show you all the importance of this step right here. It is so important. I'm going to flick over to the next screen. And So when I want to try to keep this as smooth as possible for everybody. So let's get started with today's presentation. All right. This is phenomenal, you all. I usually charge people $200 to sit down for 2 hours with me. So I charge my former students that I did tutoring for $50 because every parent wanted Miss Sonia, Miss Richardson, right? Because I got those test scores up. Listen, we all have heard this before, right? Failing to plan is planning to fail, right? We know that. And the reason why it's blurred, I hope it's showing blurred for you all, that was my intention, is because a lot of people hear this and they don't apply it. They keep hearing it, but they don't apply it. It really, truly is what I learned in 20 years of teaching, that when I planned out my week, when I planned out what I was going to do, I had a better outcome. I want you all to do this. I found these great calendars that you can grab right here and Padlet. I put a link. If you want to go to your local store, you probably can find one, but get you a good sturdy one like this one where you have the lines. And guess what? Look how many lines there are. And it's pretty big. You put it on your table, you put it on your desk, and you write down what you're going to do each day. Now, it's not an in-depth planner, but you have a place where you can put your goals, and you can plan out for a month, you can plan out for a week. And I say, get one of these. It's going to make a huge difference. It made a difference in my teaching career. It made a difference in being able to look at the full scope and view. Now, you still need your journal, but this right here in itself is going to allow you to be able to do a full scope and view of what you need to do without feeling overwhelmed. Because once you see it jotted down, it's like, oh, this is doable. I could map out 2 hours a day and do this. So do it for yourself. I know it's hard, but I want you to know that it is worth it. Seeing that first 16K is definitely going to make you realize just how worth it was. Let me talk to y'all a little bit about mindset. People have up to 60,000 thoughts a day. Did you all know that? And 70 to 80% of those are negative. That means, now it starts from 12,000 up to 60. That would mean that a person has around between 9,600 negative thoughts, and that can range all the way up to 40,000 negative thoughts in one day. Did y'all even know that? Did anybody else know that stat? Did anybody else know that? That's staggering, because we don't even know how we got into the place that we are. It is because where our minds are compounded and compacted with a lot of negative thoughts, based on the way we were raised and brought up. And it's possible that your own thoughts are working against you when achieving a new goal. So this mentorship can be useful in helping you both realign your thinking while starting and scaling your business. So with this mentorship, you can reshape your thoughts and effectively move past the blocks that are keeping you from achieving your optimal levels of earning. I know, isn't it something? It is an amazing thing. So day one of 90, and I can go ahead and just take it over to that. Let's take it over to the school community and take a look at it. Day one of 90 really, truly is to start putting you, and I don't know why this keeps coming up. I haven't been over here in so long. So day one of 90 is going to literally, you all, it's going to literally help you all to get out of the mindset of what you cannot do, what you cannot achieve. You must know that this challenge is definitely things that I underwent over a period of time where I had to really reshape my thinking. And so you had 2 assignments. You're supposed to create the video to yourself, congratulating yourself for earning 16K in 90 days. Keep it in a safe place. So you can upload it to Loom. You can send it in an email. You can also you can message it to yourself, possibly in Messenger, or to a friend in Messenger on Facebook. There's so many ways. How do you all plan on keeping your videos in a place where you can get back to it in 90 days? I'm interested in knowing the different ways that people would do that. And has anybody thought of a different way to do it? How will you keep it? I sent mine to Messenger. Yeah, I like doing that on my phone. Yes. And if you don't have an old phone like me, keeping it on the phone is a great idea. But if you have one of those old phones, that might not work. On my phone in Messenger, that's a good idea. Perfect. You're welcome. Emailing it to myself, that's a good one. Emailing it to yourself, saving it in your files, saving in your notes on your phone. Oh, I've never even thought about that. You may be able to, I don't know. We have a file section on iPhones. So when people watch this on the playback, they can really get a good sense of ways that they can save this. Really good. In your drafts, that's a good one. That's a good one. So there's so many ways to do it, right? Sometimes we don't even think of ways. It's nice to hear other people's views on it. So let's talk about this right here. Now, there is something that you have to consider throughout this challenge. You're going to get a combination of actual high income earning skill steps and mindset coaching. So walking, I want to know, before we even go into authority content, let me just take it back. How many individuals are prepared to get in at least 1 hour, 3 days a week of exercise? Oh, that's good. I do pictures. Yeah. How many people are willing to get in? Awesome, Renisha. Let me tell you all why this is important. You're going to be reduced. I'm going to keep it in simple terms. I can go into the oxytocin and all the serotonin and all that, but I'm not going to do that today. We're going to actually have a call on that. I just want to give an overview of why this is important. You are going to release happy, good chemicals in your brain when you walk. I've done a lot of brain research over the years, a lot of brain study. A lot of the research I did was trying to heal my own trauma. So by you getting in at least 1 hour, 3 times a week, you don't have to run. Now, some of y'all want to hit it hard, go to the gym. I did all that before, but it's something that happened as I got older. I began to like walking more because I began to notice I wanted to take in what was around me. So if I go to the lakefront at Chicago or climb Stone Mountain in Georgia, in Atlanta, then guess what? I got to see more as I slowed down. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a good HIIT workout every now and again. But if you do 1 hour of walking per day, it is proven to increase your happy chemicals in your brain, help you sleep better at night, help your food digest better, help you to have better and more positive thoughts. And just walking and just taking y'all know the difference between walking and jogging, because I jogged for a lot of years. Okay. I used to do half marathons. So I know what it feels like to accomplish jogging, because it's like I did it. You feel like you're on top of the world. And even that first time when I jogged and my toenails all fell off, I still felt like I accomplished so much, right? But when you are walking, something else takes place. You have an opportunity to take in the scenery around you. You have the opportunity to listen to the trees as the wind goes through them. Oh my, and by the beach, and just feel the sand on your toes, and you're not just there trying to be cute and take a picture, but you actually take in the moments of when the sand and the water connect and they meet. Now, y'all, I write poetry, so I can't help it. I need to work on my midsection. Yes, the stair climber is good too. But there's something beautiful about, even if it's during the winter months, just taking in what's around you. You all, when you get to a place of peace and not clocking in and not using time clocks, you're going to love to take in that scenery. And I know the young people may be like, child, I'm about to hit the gym, get these muscles right. Okay. So listen, all of it works together. So I want you all to get used to that. And once you make it to 1 hour of actual walking or jogging, whichever one you choose per day, if y'all could put that as a win in the community, I would love it, but not in Jamaica. It's hot. I know. And so, listen, if you get up to an hour, put that as a win. Encourage someone, because here's what's going to happen. If you're journaling, it's going to happen. I believe it. You can't wait not to be able to clock in. It's going to work. It's going to happen. So listen, if you are journaling positive affirmations, if you're doing those daily, and if you're walking 3 times a week, at least for an hour, if you want to do more, you can. I want y'all to know what is going to start to happen. It's going to blow your mind. You're not going to feel like the same person. Things will just start coming together and aligning around you. Could you all believe that today? And I did not ask for this. And I had left my my wallet at home, and I had gone through the drive-through to take my granddaughter to get a hash brown and a sausage. And I had left my wallet, and the card that I was going to use was not in my Apple Pay. Can you believe that the young lady, very young, she said, don't worry about it. She took out her phone and she paid for it. What is amazing about when things just get in alignment in your life is that no matter the obstacle, a solution will present itself right in your face. And things like this happen all the time for me. I don't always forget my wallet, but people are always so willing to give. Yes, you can. Can it be done? This is a great question. 30 in the morning, afternoon, and in the afternoon. Absolutely. You can fit it in where you want, because when I would got into walking and running clubs, when I was teaching, I would go on my lunch break, not go to sleep, not eat carbohydrates, but I would walk for 30 minutes. And I had more energy when I did that. So listen, Barack and Michelle Obama always would say that they got up like at 4:30 in the morning. Does anybody else get up super early? And they don't do any work. The first thing they did was work out and do cardiovascular exercise. That's the first thing they do in the morning. Not just them, but 75% of millionaires and billionaires do at least 30 minutes of cardio every morning. It is not an option for a mindset shift. You have to train your body, your mind, and your spirit. So get accustomed to taking care of that temple. Okay? You all, it's going to make a huge difference, especially when you're taking in all the positive energy from the group. I get up at 5, I do meditation first, and then I start walking again. Love it. Perfect. Perfect. That is perfect. So let's go ahead and look at authority content now. So authority content, you all, is high quality, informative, and valuable content that showcases your expertise in a specific area. It goes beyond basic information, providing insight, solutions, and guidance that your audience can't find anywhere else. This type of content positions you as a thought leader, someone who is knowledgeable, and trustworthy. I want you to start on day one considering how you are going to create authority content. Now, we talk about this more inside of the classroom, and we will talk about authority content and other types of content further down in the challenge. So you will see this again. But I want you to know that authority trumps everything. If you're an authority, think about it. If you've gone to a sermon with somebody who was fumbling over the scriptures versus somebody who can draw you in with a good story, come on, a good story, a good hook, a good call to action, come on to the altar. Now, who had your attention the best? I want you to think about this because authority is what's going to cause you to be the leader in your post. So what are you going to do to get there? I'm giving you all some of what's going to come down the road. You have to engulf yourself around content that you want to create. So you need to find people who create content like you. I'm talking not about someone who's getting 1 or 2 likes, but find individuals who are getting the engagement and the likes. You got to research them. So what are your 2 hours going to consist of every day? Doing about 30 minutes of research, spending about an hour to 45 minutes to an hour of getting your 3 posts prepared for the next day. So all you have to do while you're at work is what? Post. Even if you do a whole week of posts and save them and just change your shirts, a lot of content creators do that. I personally prefer to do it that day, but I know content creators who produce all their content in advance. You have to be prepared to set aside some time to put together good quality content. That is what's going to cause individuals to come back to you over and over again. It's going to cause you to get instant attention, instant engagement, and build up trust. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into it because I want to make sure that you all are on the right track as it pertains to creating authority content, as it pertains to making a plan. So it may seem impossible, but I want you to start thinking about how it is possible to do this, not only for you, but for the people who are going to follow you. So think about it in those terms. What do you think it means when somebody creates authority content? Drop it in the comments. What does that mean to you? What does authority content mean to you? What does it mean to you? Can somebody tell me what authority content means to them? Yes, to be experienced, to have knowledge. Yes. So, yes, you have the skills. Yes. Making content based on the knowledge we have, to have knowledge on what you're talking about, taking charge and standing out, making followers recognize they are an authority in the field, that you're an expert. Absolutely. People want to hear you. Yes. If you stay consistent, do you know that people have built content on plastic surgery just because they know where to go to get all the plastic surgery jobs done? And I mean, some of it I really don't condone, but they've become an authority to be a part and being authentic. Yes, absolutely. I need you to really take time out and considering, yes, you're going to do your introduction post. Yes, you're going to tell about this program. Yes, you want to make sales, but how are you going to get people to trust you? Especially if you've niched down already. We're going to talk about that. How are people going to believe you? Why? Why would they believe you? Because you made 2 posts and then you quit posting? Would that cause you to trust someone? Would that cause you to follow them? You may even unfollow them, right? If somebody posts 2 times and just completely quits posting, or is that a page that you're likely to keep following? It's just taking up space and energy. No, we know that. This is why it is crucial to get that calendar, okay? Get that calendar, put it on your desk, away from your pets and your grandchildren and your children. Hey, you might have to put it on top of the refrigerator at night, but you want to be able to see it. I like to have it in a spot where when I walk in the room, I see it and I can go ahead and cross out. Now, I don't know how many people are like me, but I don't like to scribble stuff out. I like to draw one neat line right in the middle. Is there anybody else out there like that? So when you finish with a note, you still want to see that you've done it. You don't want to scribble it all the way out. So I want you all to start really consider getting ready to plan. This is your business. This is what's going to take you out of going from paycheck to paycheck. So you got to get a little bit serious about what you're doing. Somebody, Lanita said yes. Yeah, I love the neat people. Some people like, I'm not even going to use an orange highlighter because it's too dark. I need a gold or I need a yellow highlighter. I had students who were very specific. I only want a yellow, Miss Richardson, because those are too dark. That green, So they like to make sure their work is still visible, even though they finished it. This is going to make a huge difference. Taking out the time to plan, to create authority content. So wouldn't it be nice if you consider a name that you named your business and all your content actually fit that name? So if you're going to call yourself Constitutional Cake Creations, oh, a constitution? Oh, so this is the best cake creator on the planet. So if you're going to do a website, a memorable website like that, then what would make you an authority is that your name also matches your brand, right? So I want you to consider all of that. I know that everybody's ready to just start getting out there and getting those leads, but the leads are coming. Here's what I need to happen before that. I need the mindset to shift. When the mindset shifts, everything else falls in alignment. You're not even going to worry about that anymore, because that's how I ended up getting 20 leads a day. At first, I wasn't getting leads. People weren't listening, but I had to go inside of self and do the self work first, you all. I had to shift my mindset from I cannot do it to I can do it. It made a huge difference. From I'm not going to post 1 time a day and don't go live to I'm going to post. Now, what will happen is if you end up with about 10,000 followers or so, you're going to not have to post as much. You can post 2 times a day then. But some people say, hey, I just want the followers to keep on coming and the leads. So they keep on going 3 times a day. Okay, so you just have to ask yourself, at what point do you want to stop? Do you want to continue to get leads at a high level? Because once the different platforms trust you, once they trust that you're not going to lead people awry, once you get 50,000 followers, they're going to send you to people. It's just when you start doing things against their policies that they're going to slow your production. So that's why we try to make sure we keep everybody inside of Academy 6 DM abreast to what is going on that we hear about with social media. It's crucial because you don't want to do a simple error like not turning on your content disclosure, and then you wonder why you're either getting a violation or your content isn't being pushed out. So we really want to make sure that you're equipped with all of it. But it all starts, you all, with the mindset, and it all starts with planning. Can you all kind of see why it's important to plan out your week? Can anybody see the significance in that? You can unmute yourself if you like at this point, because I would love to have some feedback on it. just to know that it's all coming into alignment for you. I know we think of our jobs, oh, it's another task, but planning out your week truly, I see the yeses, yes. Planning out your week truly is going to give you more peace throughout your week where you don't feel overwhelmed. Walking is going to give you the energy and the drive that you need in order to accomplish this. Yes, I'm more productive when I plan out my week. The weeks that I don't, I'm not as productive. Yes, it does. It really makes a difference, you all. If you're a single mom, if you're a mom who's married, no matter what you do, it's important to make a plan. And that doesn't mean that everything gonna fall into place. Things are gonna happen, right? But at the least, at the bare minimal, if you have that plan and you already have content for the week, let's say something comes up and you have to go to the ER, you stubbed your toe, for example. It's not that it's going to happen because it won't, but let's say it did. But your content is already in your phone for the week. You could be right there at the ER and upload. Some people may want to take advantage and upload the fact that they're in the ER, but you already have all the stuff planned. It's already posted. So guess what your goal is from posting now? Writing down a strategy of how to go live, using the tools from Go Live like a pro, so you can spend time practicing your live without worrying about doing anything else except for getting leads. When you go,
We can't hear anything. I don't know if it's just me.
It's not. I'm not sure if she put it on mute, like with the puppy barking and the dog barking, like she did yesterday. I'm not really sure,
Okay. I
but
just wanted to
it's not. Yeah, it's just not you.
make.
My apologies. I came on late. Does anyone know which device she was using with regards for her audio? Was she using her phone or was she using her computer?
I don't remember. I'm thinking it was her phone, but that may not be right. I think it was.
So maybe her phone, so maybe like her phone died, and maybe that's it because her screen is still up, and I know normally she would come back right away.
Well, I'm just gonna wait and see
Yeah,
what.
I'm gonna try to send her a text. I think I just saw a change. Okay, maybe she's back.